Okay, update on just about everything. The wall construction, the storm that went through Tino was it? We actually have another storm coming right behind it right now. Is a tropical depression. I don't know the name of it yet. It's supposed to arrive here Saturday, Sunday sometime. It's just being, they say here in the Philippines, it's typhoon season, and that's what it is. So right now we're gonna take a walk down to the water. The wife had them put in some more bags to retain the embankment here and hold back the sand. And she also had this fence put up there. We've been having problems there. People coming up here and thinking it's a party place and they have a picnic and leave their trash here. Come on, people, be a little bit more respectful. So here's what it looks like now. The fence is up. The bags, they're lining the beach there. They're down pretty good, so hopefully the sand won't get washed out anymore. We're just gonna keep on going that. I think one bag did fall. Some here, put some rocks on top of it. And then down there also. But here's what the beach looks like right now. You can see that sandbar section there. That's been pushed up. I don't know exactly where is that coming from. I think it's coming from the end piece there. So we're gonna see how that goes. Right now, this is what you got for the island and everything. So let's see if we can get a good angle of it there. I actually had a friend on the messenger chat this morning and showing him this, and he's just in awe with it there, and hey, so am I. So that's it right now. Click. Okay, we're going to head to the wall and see what they're doing. So in the meantime, the storm that came through Tino, Cebu is devastated. There's other towns along there that are devastated. Places flooded out. Giant boulders that slid down from the mountains, wiped out houses. They're in the roads, and I don't know how they're going to move them. I really don't. And I think some of this is due to the flood control issues they've had here. And that's all their government and stuff that's went on. You're going to have to dig up the research on that. I'm not going to get into it. We've got our own problems back in the States. So, but it's there's a loss of life, but I don't know how much. So here we are at the other end of the wall. The wife put up that fence there. This section was open and people were just walking right through it. So, and here's what we got now. If you notice this here, the boats. Here, let's see if we can get over there on the boats. Oh. The boats, they put the boats up before the storm because they don't want them, smashing up. And also, seeing as how this is storm season, they stopped going out fishing at this time there because too many storms coming in. So they put the boats here. We talked to them as they were putting them up there and saying, hey, we don't know when we're gonna get down at this end of the wall. We're gonna be at the other end, kind of finishing it up. But can you please leave us a space? And everybody's respectful on that way there. You gotta, whatever community in, you kind of gotta get along. Filipino people and the culture, as long as you're respectful with them, they'll be respectful with you. You become a-hole, and well, you can get blacklisted and not come back to the Philippines again. Here's our daily chickens. Oh, if I can only keep them out. So, come on, chickens. Can we see them? And they're under the house. All this sand's gonna have to be removed out. Thinking about taking it and putting it onto the beach there, because it is more or less the sand that's been moved up there. So here's the wall. Last time I showed you, we were up, I did some measurements. I said 10 foot high, and pillars are 10 foot high. The wall is at least 8 foot. So yeah, another 4 feet from me. I'm 6 foot. So this is it moving down. and it's working pretty good. It's keeping the dogs out, keeping people out. Unfortunately, it looks like a prison yard. So we're gonna go back here and harass the workers. Not that I'm harassing them, I just keep them on their toes. The wife does that. She comes down here and keeps them on their toes. So as you can see, they're gonna be finishing up on the one corner. Oh, here's a chicken. Those are one of the fighting roosters. So here they go. Here's another one here. Look at this one. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, he's got something to say. And here they are, hard working. You guys working yet? It looks like you got nothing done. Come on, come on, come on. There they are on this side here, moving. They should have this done by today. I think we can fly the drone through and get a shot later on this afternoon. So if you see a drone shot, this is where it came in at. Come on, Ron, go. Hello. I have no idea what they're saying because I do not speak Tagalog or waray. They can be cursing me out. And from the outside. And you can see here, goes all the way down. So chicken. Come on. Those are Ron's chickens. They're fighting roosters. He's hey, it's their sport here. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, everybody has their own opinion on what's happening with them. So, hey, just like spaying and bullfighting, it's their sport. Have at it. I am not a Filipino, so I have really no say in it there. I haven't been to one, so maybe one day I'll check it out. And here we are back at the front of the property again. Or rather, the back of the property. I'm gonna go to the front and walk back in. So again, we do have another storm heading this way. I did post something earlier on the last wall update that I'm not a lawyer, and yes, I'm still not a lawyer. And our lawyers that we did talk to for buying this property told us, you know, X amount there. There's a gentleman that did post on there, and he is corrected at the points there. And the problem is again, you want to buy property here, easy as this. Americans or foreigners, you can't own the property. Does it go over to your wife? Yes. Does it go over to her children? Yes. Does it go over to you if anything happens? Unfortunately not. So anything there, talk to a Filipino lawyer. And this is it. We got another week or two here, and then we'll be heading to Manila. I've got to look into the SRRV up there. We've got other things to do. I've got a doctor's appointment. I want to see about medical. And last final note there, my condolences to New York City, my home that I grew up at and left there at 17, joined the military, did come back for a while, but then it was a big world out there. I still got family and friends. Again, my condolences to you and your new mayor, communist mayor. Easy as that. Socialist, whatever they can say, they're freaking communists. That's my point of view and my opinion. So anybody else, I don't care. You can take it with a grain of sand or salt. I really don't care. So, unfortunately. But if you want to move, hey, Kansas got a lot of open space there, and if you can, or You can come to the Philippines there. Look at this place. Huh? Wouldn't you like to see this in the morning? No, not my laundry, but this is where I retired at. Or I got a couple of friends that went down to Florida and they're living in Florida pretty good. So 6 of this, half dozen of the other. All right. Till next time, folks, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.